This week's update, this week's adventure is going to require me to do a little bit of running around. As you know, I got the wheel wells and the brake calipers all painted up and everything looking good for my last videos. But this car's pretty much been sitting in the same spot since I did that. I pretty much didn't really drive my car all week, and I'll tell you why here in a second. Because when I very first started doing this, getting these wheels off, I had a little problem, and I broke, of course it's at the very bottom, but I broke my wheel stud off trying to get these wheels off. I got down to the last bolt, and that one right there pretty much snapped off, and that's pretty much the result of me using a regular socket, because all my impact sockets were shorty sockets. So I decided to go ahead and use a regular socket, and you're not really supposed to do it like this, and it kind of wallowed it out a little bit, and it got to be, I think it's, you know, it got a little wobbly on me or something. It must have cross-threaded the lug nut as it was coming out and snapped it. So prime reason why you're not supposed to use regular sockets to do wheels, especially when you're using the impact gun. So the goal today is to get me a new lug nut, a new stud, a new wheel stud, and to get me some more tools, give me some impact sockets, because I do have some impact sockets, but of course, you know, these are the ones I should have been using, but of course I don't have any deep sockets. All the ones I have were shorty sockets. So that's the mission for today. Pretty much been on my motorcycle all week, and that's no good, because yesterday for me was the final straw, because it was like 120 degrees yesterday. The old caddy been sitting in the shade all morning. Now mind you, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already 102 in the shade. So I'm not gonna be messing around out here too much. Need to hurry and get this going. So I'm gonna head on over to Harbor Freight, and I'll pick this back up. I might turn the camera back on if I see something interesting in the street. Oh crap, let me get this damn seatbelt on. Alright, I'll fade this back in. Okay. Oh, damn speed bumps, man. We got killer speed bumps in Arizona. They're like little baby mountains. I don't know why they got these speed bumps so damn high. But I'm almost at my destination here. I got this damn truck and trailer. Come on, old people, they gotta have their Starbucks, man. Starbucks, boy, it's like liquid crack. I'm kind of scared of Starbucks myself. Okay, we have reached the final destination. I'm gonna run in here. I'm not gonna take the camera with me. People are already looking at me like I'm crazy. But run in here and see what I can get, see what I can find, and try to get this show on the road, because it's starting to get hot. Alright, I'll fade this back in once I get out of here. I almost bought the one at O'Reilly's, but I noticed that not only was this one $1.50 cheaper, you know, it's not really much, $1.50, but the one at O'Reilly's only came with 10 pieces, where this one comes with 13. So I mean, only $1.50 cheaper, and then I got 3 extra sockets. So you know, and if you notice up here it says lifetime warranty. There you have it. One stage of this down. Got the sockets I need. So once again, Harbor Freight, go back up to the O'Reilly's to see if I can get me a lug and a stud and try to get this project going here. Nice little look like some 20s or something on the truck there. So okay, get one of these good lugs off. Now I'm about to take this up to O'Reilly's and see about getting a brand new lug and a brand new stud to replace this one I broke here. So just a little setbacks and updates, you know. Working on these old school rides, there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs. Just gotta deal with them and keep on rolling. Okay, got what I needed here. Definitely happy with the O'Reillys. You know, the lug nut does look a little bit different, but it's all good. It is what it is, you know, as long as it holds on there. Nice little Buick Century on some, look like some 20s. It's clean. So back on the move, and on my way back home to try to get this old wheel stud situation taken care of. Oh shit. Tight low rider on switches. I'm glad I had this camera out and filming, so you never know what you're gonna see. Let's see if I can pull up on him. Oh yeah, he's nice. Oh, hit the switch, player, hit the switch. Okay, I'm about to miss the... Huh. Alright. That's pretty crazy. Now, I've just finna turn the camera off, you know, and there you go. Got a little low rider cutlass action for you. It's pretty clean. If we weren't turning opposite directions, I would have seen if I could get him to hit some more switches, but it's hot. I'm on the mission. Okay, got the rim back off, and the work is about to begin. So I'm gonna try to set this camera up and show you guys what's going on. I don't really consider this a how-to video, but maybe something I'm doing can make somebody else realize that it's really not that hard to do this. You just gotta spend a little time doing it. So that's the wheel stud that was broken. That's why I didn't tape it up when I painted all this stuff, just as a reminder. And the first stage of this is getting the cap off. Just gonna, you know, get something a little small, flathead. It's not the proper tool, but it'll work just to get it started and get it up in there. I'll switch to a little bit bigger one once I got a little groove in there. And you know, you just pop that off like so. Okay. For some reason it's going to be difficult. And there you have it. Now I just realized I almost forgot how greasy this is. But seeing there's so much grease in there lets me know that somebody has had this off once before in the past. This ain't factory grease right here. So that's one good thing. So I know it shouldn't be too difficult to get all this off of here. I do believe my younger brother has been in our toolbox because for some reason I don't have any good needle nose pliers in there. And they're nowhere in the garage and nowhere to be found. So I'm going to try to make this happen with these old needle nose pliers with the broken tip. One of the tips are broken on them, but it should be okay. Although now that I'm messing with this, it would have been a lot easier with a good pair of needle nose pliers. But I don't feel like going all the way back in the house and pulling him off the PlayStation 3 to find out what happened. So I'm just going to try and make it happen with what I got. Looks like it's going to work out. A combination of a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and my bootleg pair of needle nose pliers. And Kids, don't try this at home. Okay, it's almost there. Yeah, maybe not. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's halfway out. And there you go. Not the proper way to do it, but I still got the pin out regardless. So sometimes it just goes to show, you know, you don't have to have $1 million worth of snap-on tools or a bunch of high-dollar crap. Sometimes you can make stuff happen with the little stuff that you got. That's why I always, you know, keep tools in hand even if they're broken, because you never know, they might still come in handy. That's it. Actually, I'm gonna start with the bottom one. I got the first bolt out and the bottom one. Okay, head aside. Got this bolt out here. This is all hooked together. The last thing you want to do is have your brake caliper dangling from your brake line. So before I even go try to put this off, I'm gonna stick this wire that I already had here. I needed both my hands to pull the brake caliper off, but you know, so I couldn't really film that part. So, but it's pretty simple. You just kind of pull it off in that direction. Once you get both the bolts out, you can kind of wiggle it and it'll come off. Just remember, that's why it's good to have gloves on. Just remember to hold the pads while you're pulling this caliper off, because they will fall out on you. But you get the idea with the wire. You know, I just kind of looped it through the frame. I cut a small piece of the wire off and then just kind of tied it up. That way, it's not dangling. There's no stress on your brake line. This setup should not be even that. It should be real loose on here. It shouldn't be that tight. If you go try to take this off and it's super tight, then whoever did that before did it the wrong way, because it's supposed to be kind of just, you know, snug but not crazy tight. Give this a shot, see what happens. Huh. And there it is. That went a lot easier than expected. Okay, I just had to stick that through the back half. And I'm holding it, it'll fall, but put the lug nut on there. You put your socket on it. Now, this is the part you have to be very careful with. I'm using the impact, and you impact it in. But keep an eye on your impact. Keep an eye on the socket. You don't want to go too far with this, because then you'll break it and you'll be right back in the same boat you were just in. Then you just kind of check it in the back and make sure it's all the way in. And there you have it, people. That's how you fix a broken wheel stud. Quick, simple job. I've never done this before in my life, but I just looked up the video on YouTube. Good old YouTube. So if you ever got a problem with something, you know, look on YouTube. The answers will be there. You just gotta do your homework. Alright, let me put all this back together and I'll fade this back in once I get everything back the way it's supposed to be. This is basically what this is the same thing. You could take really anything that's metal that'll fit basically just right over it. And then you hammer it down evenly. You feel me? So you use something like that, you just go right over it. And that way, if your piece is painted, if you actually took the time to paint this piece, you won't have to worry about getting a dent in your dust cap, like so. Well, my dust cap is already dented from the previous owner, whoever worked on this car before me. But I figured I'd give you that little trick, you know. Right back where I started. Got the wheel stud fixed, and now I can feel a little bit more comfortable driving. And that's what's going on this weekend, you know, nothing major. Just more of them little small details, you know, just a little setback. There it is. That's all she wrote. I'm tired, I'm hot, and I didn't really want to do nothing this weekend, but seeing I haven't drove my car in about a week, I was kind of missing it, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of missing that Chevy. Definitely missing the AC blowing cold, and missing having a radio. Don't get me wrong, I love my motorcycle. I done had it for about, I don't know how long. I had it bike for a long time. And the bike is like the old dinosaur. It's like the old workhorse, you know. When all else fails, I jump on that bike. But yesterday it was 120 degrees in Arizona. Today it's supposed to be 125. So now is not to be time to be playing around no motorcycle. Now's the time to be riding that old Chevy with the AC blowing cold, bumping music, and feeling comfortable. 100 Spoke Riders signing out with a brand new lug nut and a brand new wheel stud. Until the next episode, y'all.